I have a legitimate question. How many days before Thanksgiving do you defrost your 19-pound turkey? And if you put it in the fridge a little too late, do you put it in, um, what you call that? A tote full of cold water? Because I put mine in the fridge on Sunday at 2 a.m. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put it in a tote full of cold water. I read I was like I put it on TikTok trying to figure out what people are saying. And I was reading the comment section on one, and somebody said, "Oh, I've been putting mine on the counter for 50 years and I'm fine. The oven burns off bacteria." Which I'm sure it does. I'm sure when you cook things, it does kill off bacteria. But I think a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I put mine in the sink and thawed it all day because I remember when I was growing up, my mom would take chicken and stuff out of the freezer and she'd let it thaw out on the counter. And I'm 37 years old and I'm still alive. And nowadays you hear people say, "Oh, well, you can't thaw stuff on the counter. You're going to get salmonella poisoning." Honey, I'm 37 years old. My mom, when we were growing up, would take stuff out of the freezer and stick it on the counter to defrost. And I'm still alive. My sisters are still alive. We never died from that because when you cook it, you cook out the bacteria. It doesn't stay on there when you're cooking it. Even when I was with my ex-boyfriend when I was in my 20s, I would take a freezer bag of ground beef that I split up, them big logs you get at Walmart. I used to buy those and split them up at meals, and I just take it out and stick it on the counter till it was defrosted, and I'd cook it up and we'd eat it. Nothing happened to me. My son's 16 years old and ate food like that. I'm sure my ex-boyfriend still does that. So just a curiosity, do you put your turkey on the counter? Do you put it in a tote full of water? Just seriously curious. I think that year that I stuck it in the last year, no, it's last year. So I messed up and I stuck it in the sink, and then my mom's like, nowadays my mom believes a lot of things that people say, but she used to do things like this. She used to stick it on the counter, but nowadays she's like, "Oh, you can't do that." But I think it's because she's been listening a little too much, people, and she doesn't remember she used to stick the stuff on the counter. Um, but anyway, she was talking about salmonella poisoning and stuff. And so I freaked out last year and I went and threw my turkey away and went and bought a new one and put a tote full of water, and I defrosted my turkey in the tote. Well, yeah, that I don't know, it worked a bit, but it didn't because I had to cook my turkey longer than usual because it was still a little frozen in the center. Um, yeah. So, and I don't remember even eating that turkey last year. I think I ate the sides, but I don't believe I ate the turkey just because I was paranoid. Um, yeah, if you put your turkey on the counter, let me know. And if you don't and you put your turkey on the fridge, let me know. And if you stick it in cold water, if you put it in the fridge a little too late and you put it in cold water, let me know. I think I'm gonna empty out one of my totes and I'm gonna stick my turkey in the tote with cold water. Um, yeah, it's only Tuesday. Thanksgiving's in 2 days, and I think that's gonna be a little too long out in the heat on my counter. Um, so I think I'm gonna stick mine in a tote full of cold water here in a bit. And yeah, hopefully that works. I have to do dishes because my son dirtied every dish in the house, and he's decided that he's too lazy to clean his own dishes. And so I have to go in there and do dishes and clean my house. Yeah, because I have to make dinner tonight. I think, but yeah, um, I want to record a bit of Thanksgiving, me cooking, but my sister, my husband's aunt is gonna come help me cook, and I don't really want to put her on video because she's just not okay with things like that right now because she's just it's just they're different and they don't like being on camera. But I will film me making the desserts the night before because I'm going to make fudge and I'm going to make the cheesecake the night before. So I will film that for you guys. Um, I think I'll prepare a few of the items the night before. Like, I'll throw the green beans in the baking dish, and I'll throw the corn and stuff in the baking dish, and I'll show you guys that. With mac and cheese and stuff, I have to make it the day of. Um, so, um, Dentures. My dentures have been doing great. I am talking better now. Um, Still having a little bit of a pain area on this side, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to file it down some more. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to redo my cushion grip tonight. Because Thanksgiving is in 2 days, and I want my dentures to be comfortable on Thanksgiving, and so I think I'm gonna have to redo the cushion grip tonight. Um, you know, one thing I've noticed is I really ignore a lot of the problems that everybody else has. Only because these are the teeth that I have. I don't have any other teeth, and I won't ever have any other teeth unless some reason I get the money up to get implants, which that's probably never going to happen. So, uh, these are the teeth I have. I don't have any other teeth. So a lot of times, like with my bottom denture, it'll come loose, which is common with the bottom denture. I ignore it. Literally, I'll chew and it'll flop around. I just ignore it. Just because it is what it is. It's the only teeth I have. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it. I still have to eat. So I literally just ignore it flopping around in my mouth. And my friend Emily was telling me earlier she can't ignore it. It just annoys her. She's in a lot of pain even after the soft reline. And I told her, I said, I just ignore it. I still gotta eat. And a lot of times I refuse to eat because I just don't want to deal with my denture. But then majority of the time I still eat. I have to accept the fact that some foods I'll never be able to eat again. And I have to accept the fact that these are the teeth that I have, and I still need to get nutrition and eat. Um, so I do. Like last night, the Taco Bell that I got was annoying me because I was trying to bite into the crunch wrap, and I couldn't bite into it because my dentures was just not biting into the crunch wrap. And I just ignored it, and I still kept forcing myself to try to eat it, and I ate the whole thing. Um, it's just like the worst part is when they're loose like that and they're not glued in, and you try to eat things like chips or M&Ms or Reese Pieces or things that with a hard like a hard shell or like a chip. It gets underneath there and it stabs you, and it's painful and it sucks and you hate it, but you know what, I'd rather go in there and clean it and keep going on and keep eating with that and not giving up. I'd rather keep going and stay strong, and if I give up, then my dentures win, and my dentures will not win. Um, yeah. I refuse to let my dentures win. Um, some people they get upset because of things they can't eat anymore. But they tell you when you get your dentures that I think they say you lose 75% of your chewing ability, which that I completely agree with. Um, it's annoying. but it is what it is. I mean, you were at that percentage. You were pretty much at that percentage before you got dentures, because you had teeth that were falling apart and stuff and you were unable to chew, or maybe you didn't have molars, or whatever your circumstance was. You probably were unable to eat majority of those things anyways. So you just kind of have to live with what you have. um if you can afford to get implants, you can take a small loan out to get implants, go for it. Some of us out here just don't have that ability. And nor do I want to take a small loan out just to fix my teeth when I already have some that work just fine for me. Yeah, it annoys me when I eat certain things, and it's like annoying when it gets stuck to my denture, but whatever, it is what it is. Um, my friend, she's kind of annoyed with her bottom denture, and I'm like, girl, I complained so much to you when I first got my dentures, and you still did it. So you knew that it was like it was a sacrifice that you were gonna have to make. There's no need to get upset. There's no need to complain. It is what it is. Um, the worst part is, for those of you out there just getting dentures, or are barely into your dentures, or are a month out, is, first of all, it's the beginning. Like, you would think that you have teeth over your raw gums, and you would think, well, I can chew it. It shouldn't be a problem, but it actually is. You're unable to chew. And I really thought in the beginning I was never going to be able to chew again. I really thought I was never going to be able to use these things and learn to use them. Learn to use them. But I have learned to use them, and I'm learning how to talk with them too. I'm not talking as bad as I used to. Um, so you learn, and like I said, you would think you would be able to chew them, but you can't, because your gums are so sore underneath your denture. You don't want to chew with them. You damn sure don't want to do nothing with them. You just want to be miserable and lay in your bed and feel like shit, honestly. But you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing through. Even if you're just eating a cup of soup a day, you have to keep doing it. You have to keep pushing through. I know it sucks. I know it's terrible. I know that the beginning is not fun, especially when your gums look the way they do. And it feels like crap putting the denture over the top of it, and you just feel like taking it out and not putting it back in. Just because you don't want that over the top of your gums. Your raw gums at that. But honestly, honey, if you keep on going, you will get through this. I promise. I put cushion grip in 3 weeks after I got my teeth pulled. Um, and I don't regret it. Was tired of, I was just tired. I wanted to eat so bad, and I just gave up and just put the cushion grip in. Um, I was gluing my denture in. Not, I was gluing my denture in, I think it was 3 weeks out. I started actually gluing the whole thing in. And I was using the fixated powder adhesive, which I still use to this day. Um, I soak my denture overnight in the Polydent tablets, the overnight tablets. If I'm doing cushion grip, I use the 3-minute tablets. I now brush my denture with the regular toothpaste. Somebody said, oh, you can't do that because they damage your denture. I've been doing it for a couple days now, and it ain't damaging my denture. I like the minty taste to it, and I like that it gets all the nasty smell out of my denture from eating. Um, Also, when I'm doing the cushion grip, you, in the back of your top denture, you'll notice, like on the plate, hair, the cushion grip lays on that plate. If you're putting it like a bridge over the top of it. If you're doing that, it'll lay right there. If you know it, you'll notice underneath of it there'll be some black stuff, or there'll be some discoloring. That is food underneath your cushion grip. Please, whatever you do, clean that out. That will cause bad breath, among other things. Clean that out. I never noticed it on my bottom denture. It's usually just been happening on my top denture. But please, whatever you do, clean that out. Otherwise, you will have bad breath. And I don't know, but would assume that your denture would taste or smell funky in your mouth. No. Make sure you're thoroughly cleaning that denture. I would recommend a Denture toothbrush because the bristles are a little bit more firmer and able to get all that grossness out of your denture. The glue. If it is in your denture and you pop your denture out, if you're using the paste, if you're using the powder, my recommendation is chuck it, don't clean it off, just chuck it in your overnight tablet. The next day, when you go to get your denture out, it'll be like jelly, and it just comes right off. You don't have to fight to get it off. It just slides right out of there. I'm sorry, I'm sick, and I just feel like I'm not getting enough to drink. My nostrils are killing me. My throat is killing me. I just can't stand myself right now. Do something productive. Ignore your denture. I know it's annoying, but do something productive during the day. And that way you're not constantly thinking about that denture and how annoying it is and how much you hate it. Dentures are not fun, but at least it gives you a full mouth of teeth. Every day, get up, clean your denture. If you slept in it, clean it, brush your teeth. Take it out, put it in some water for 3 minutes with a tablet. And try to think about this in a positive way. You have teeth again. You have a beautiful smile. Think about this positively. You will never have to worry about a sore tooth again, or sore gums, or infection. You are done with all of that. This is your journey to a better life and a healthier life. I hope that helped some of you guys. I'm gonna get out of my bed because I got back in my bed and I still need to do stuff around this house. And I'll try to do something productive. First of all, I'm gonna force my son to go take a shower because it's smelling a bit gross in there. And then I am going to put up the rest of my Christmas decorations because my toad's just sitting over there and I haven't yet put up anything else. I just put up the lights. So, yeah. I'm going to do something productive. You guys get up, do something productive. Enjoy your life. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. And I will see you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.